Hello everybody, this is Paige from Mosaic Moments, and today I am doing a demo on the charmed dies. Right here I have the 4x6 size, and as you can see it has this circle in the middle along with these two other semicircles, and there's also this 2x4 die that gives you a completed circle look when you put it next to the 4x6 size. Together, these dies make a wonderful design on your scrapbook pages. Alright, now that you have been introduced to the dies, let's get started with the demo. To use the charm dies, you will of course need a die machine. I am using the Revolution from We Are Memory Keepers. Right now I just placed a piece of cardstock on top of my magnetic mat here, and it's slightly bigger than the die, so make sure it is a little bit bigger so you don't accidentally cut it off in an awkward way. Alright, now roll it through the machine, and please read your die machine's manufacturer's instructions to make sure you have the plates in the right order and you're cutting the die on the right plate. Alright, so that was a pretty easy cut, and the die cut fell out, and this is the shape you should save, is the frame piece. Next, I have the 2x4 charmed die, and I'm actually going to be cutting this one twice. And you may have seen in lots of our videos that we put the dies in at an angle. The die machines cut by adding a lot of pressure on top of the die, and we find that pressure distributes evenly and much better when you put the dies in at an angle rather than putting it straight through. Alright, now I have my 2x4 die, so you should also keep the frame piece from that particular size. Here I have a partially completed layout. I'm going to put the charm dies right in the middle of these two rows of photos. Here I'm using my Herma Dotto dispenser to place on repositionable glue on the back of my die. I try to put a little bit on each corner and around the sides and the center as much as possible. And then of course once I get all the glue down, I place it on the grid paper. So make sure you line it up on that top line and the left line of where you're going to place it very carefully. I find even though this is a thin cut die, it actually was pretty sturdy. Some of the thin cut dies, like the X Factor Diamond Mine, kind of warp a little bit easier, and I found this one didn't do it quite as much. So here are my two 2x4 size dies. I'm also gluing them. And they're going to go right next to the 4x6 size. So these dies are pretty easy, not too hard to figure out where to place them. In the end, you should have a design that looks like 3 interlocking circles. Now I'm ready to cut my photos. I have a 4x6 size photo here, and as you can see, it's a little bit too short. If you wanted to use one entire photo with this die, you will need to print a 5x7, but it's still the perfect size to fill in this middle portion here. And you just need to pay attention and make sure that the part you want fits within the inner part of that circle. That circle has kind of a outer die cut line, but you really just need the inside circle one. Alright, so I have a magnetic plate, so I don't need any tape, but I am carefully trying to place this on top of the photo where I want it to be placed, and also I want to make sure that it's not going to be cut off in an awkward way, right? Sometimes it's annoying when we cut through the die and a little sliver of it gets cut off. So carefully place the die on top of your photo. Since I am cutting a photo, I'm using the crease pad in the place of a plastic plate. So many of you, if you've cut with their dies, you may get an embossed edge around your photograph, and the crease pad is great for avoiding those crease lines, and you get a smoother edge on your photos. Alright, so it may not appear initially that your photo cut, but it does. You just have to take it apart from the rest of it. And right here I have my center cut, so now I'm ready to cut my other photos. So there's different ways you can cut your photos with the charm dies, and I'm just going to show you one idea today. So I have this one 4x6 photo here, and I'm going to use the edge of the 4x6 charm die and the 2x4 die next to each other, so it looks like one big circle cut basically in the end. Alright, so every die machine is different. On the Sizzix, I've been able to cut more than one die at the same time, but this one would not even roll through with them together. So what I'm going to do is place the 4x6 die on here first, very carefully. As you can see, I'm taking my time and making sure it's lined up where I want it on the magnetic mat here. So I'm only going to use that small portion on the right here to cut my photograph in the place I want, which is that little building. I don't know what you call it. It's not really a whole building, but anyway, so next I'm going to roll it through the die machine. And you may have noticed I have a plastic plate instead of a crease pad, and that's because sometimes with smaller, more intricate cuts, the crease pad doesn't necessarily help the photo cut through all the way. So keep that in mind. The crease pad is great, but there are situations where I did feel like I need to use my plastic plate instead. All right, so now I have this cut. All right, I'm pulling it out carefully, and this is the shape you should get. So it's not a full semicircle. It kind of looks like it kind of got cut off in the middle there or something. And now what I'm going to do is use the 2x4 die and line it up really carefully next to the previous cut. And there will be a cut line in the middle. I'm pointing to it right there. And so you just want to line this die up right next to that line. Don't cut into it, just put the die right next to it and then line up as best you can. If you have a machine where you can put the dies next to each other, what I usually do is I put the dies next to each other and then put washi tape over them, and that tends to work pretty well, like I said, on some machines like the Sizzix, but this one, again, I felt like I could only cut them one at a time. But you get the idea here. Basically, you're using the two dies to, in the end, kind of give this photo a circular shape on your charmed design. All right, so I have my second half of the circle here. So I have my two cuts for the right side of my layout. Now I need to do the left side. All right, I'm speeding up the video a little bit here because I think you get the idea, but basically you just want to make sure when you're cutting the photo that, for one thing, you're cutting with the right side of the 4x6 dies. I almost forgot that I was cutting with the left side at the beginning. So there you go. I have the left part cut where I want it on the photograph first. Okay, and you roll it through the machine, and I'm going to take this portion of the photo out. You could also leave it in, really, if you wanted to as well. Now I'm using the 2x4 die again, and again I'm going to line it up next to that cut line over the part I want to trim off or crop out of the photograph. And with the 2x4 die, you of course want to make sure that it's going the direction you need it to be on your page, or else your photo will look upside down, so we don't want that. All right, we're back to my layout, and right now I'm going to stick or glue the back of this middle of the circle here, so that's pretty straightforward, pretty easy. My favorite part of Mosaic Moments page is putting down the photos. I think it's the most satisfying part. And now I have the first photo that I basically cut in the two parts here. And again, I'm just gluing the back. It's pretty simple. Now that the two parts of the photograph are right next to each other, you can see how it fills in the space to make it as if it's one big circle right there. And I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. So for my layout today, I did want it to look like there's three definite circular photos right next to each other. You could also fill each one with a different photograph. You could also, if you look in the middle photo here, you can make it look like it's one big photo in the middle and then two other photos on the side. So there's different ways you can place your photos within the charm dies, which is really nice. Now I need to fill in those little cuts to complete my charmed dies. So I have I'm going to be using two strips of pattern paper here. It's from a 6x6 paper pad and it barely covers these sections. So I'm going to use washi tape here to make sure they stay in place. On the magnetic mat, I wouldn't be able to tell very well if the cuts were going to be done accurately. So I like using washi tape, and then I can turn it around and know that the paper's in the correct spot to cut. All right, now I'm going to roll it through my die machine. Okay. Just take your time as you roll it through. The nice thing about the Revolution that someone pointed out is it's actually quieter than the Sizzix machines, because you usually get that crunch noise on these bigger dies especially, but the Revolution's a little more quieter actually. Just a fun note for you. Anyway, so in the end you should have these 4 little triangular pieces. And I also need to cut with the 2x4 die to get these corner pieces. So I just grabbed a couple pieces of pattern paper, the same pattern paper as before. And I just cut them just enough so that the corner pieces here would be cut. And I'm actually going to be doing this twice because obviously I used 2x4 dies on my layout. Alright, so that's pretty simple. They were large enough. I didn't feel like I needed washi tape this time before the cut was really, really tight. So here I felt more comfortable just putting it on the magnetic plate. Alright, I'm bringing back the 4x6 charm die because I need to get those 2 little ovals in the middle there. I am using a different pattern paper because I wanted these to stand out differently than the rest of the cut. And again, I'm using washi tape just to make sure that they're secure. Again, it's kind of hard to tell how it's going to cut. If I put it over a magnetic plate, I'm worried I don't have it on there right. So washi tape is great if you need that extra security, even if you're using a magnetic mat. Alright, now roll it through the machine. And of course, you should have 2 little ovals here. So I'm going to get these out. And there you go. I have these 2 pieces. One of my favorite adhesive tools is the Xyron Create a Sticker Machine. It's great for these small pieces. Basically, you roll them through the machine and then they basically become a sticker and you can place them right into your die cut. So super easy. Don't have to worry about getting glue everywhere, you know. So it's one of my favorite things to show on this YouTube channel. Alright, next I'm going to stick in these triangular pieces and fill in the rest of the design, including the corners of the 2x4 charm dies. So I used pattern paper where it could kind of get mixed up easier, but if you're using stripes or something like plaid, you may want to be really careful about where you cut these corner pieces. You may, even if it's easier for you, may want to cut them with the basic dies and place them behind the charm dies. So do whatever going to be easiest for you to make sure those things look straight and neat on your layout. Alright, we've now reached the end of the demo, but you can see that this page looks really nice with the charm die. This one's actually considered adventure level, but I think it's one of the easier ones, so if you've not tried an adventure level die yet, I think this is a good one to start with. And it's really simple, it looks really nice. You can place this like I did horizontally, but it also can go vertically along your layout. So this is a great one. So I hope you enjoyed today's demo. If you did, please give it a thumbs up, and also don't forget to subscribe to our channel. We put up tutorials nearly every week and we don't want you to miss out. And we have more dies coming and more tutorials coming. So don't forget to hit that subscribe button before you leave the video today. Alright, again, I hope you enjoyed today's demo, and I'll see you next time.